From the dawn of humanity, conflict has been a constant companion, a shadow cast upon our existence. And as our ingenuity has flourished, so too have the tools of our destruction. We have, over millennia, devised ever more sophisticated and devastating methods to wage war, leaving an indelible mark on the tapestry of history. In this documentary, we embark on a somber journey, a chronicle of the deadliest weapons ever conceived by humankind. We will delve into the shadowy annals of history to uncover the origins, the impact, and the enduring legacy of these instruments of death. Our exploration will take us from the mud-soaked trenches of World War I to the blinding flash over Hiroshima, from the battlefields of modern conflict to the silent threat lurking beneath our feet. We will bear witness to the terrible toll these weapons have exacted upon our world. Join us now as we confront the dark side of human ingenuity and grapple with the enduring consequences of our quest for ever more deadly arsenals. In the tumultuous aftermath of World War II, as the world sought to rebuild from the ashes, a new spectre of conflict emerged. The Cold War, a clash of ideologies between East and West, cast a long shadow over the globe. And from the heart of this struggle in the Soviet Union arose a weapon that would become synonymous with conflict itself, the AK-47. The year was 1947 when Mikhail Kalashnikov, a former tank commander scarred by the horrors of war, unveiled his creation. The Automat Kalashnikova, or AK-47, was a revolutionary firearm, a simple, rugged and brutally effective assault rifle that would change the face of warfare forever. Born in the crucible of conflict, the AK-47 was designed to be mass-produced, easily maintained, and operated by soldiers with minimal training. It was a weapon for the masses, a tool of revolution and liberation in the eyes of its proponents, a harbinger of death and destruction in the hands of its detractors. Whatever one's perspective, the AK-47's impact on the world is undeniable. Its distinctive silhouette has become an enduring symbol of conflict, etched into the collective consciousness of humanity. The AK-47's simplicity and reliability made it an ideal weapon for irregular armies, guerrilla fighters, and revolutionary movements. Its ease of manufacture meant that it could be produced cheaply and in vast numbers, flooding conflict zones across the globe. From the jungles of Vietnam to the mountains of Afghanistan, from the deserts of the Middle East to the streets of Latin America, the AK-47 has left its deadly mark. It has armed both sides of countless conflicts, fueling revolutions and perpetuating civil wars. The AK-47's proliferation has been facilitated by a thriving black market, where these weapons flow freely across borders, defying international arms embargoes and fueling instability. Its low cost has made it the weapon of choice for militias, criminal organizations and terrorist groups. The AK-47's ubiquity is a testament to its effectiveness and adaptability, but it is also a stark reminder of the challenges in controlling the spread of small arms and the devastating human cost of their proliferation. The AK-47's legacy is a complex and troubling one. It is a weapon that has empowered the oppressed and toppled dictators, but it has also claimed the lives of countless innocent civilians, fueling cycles of violence and instability. Its widespread availability has lowered the barriers to entry for armed conflict, making it easier for groups and individuals to resort to violence. The AK-47 has become a symbol of the democratization of violence, a grim reminder of the destructive capacity that resides within our species. The human cost of the AK-47's proliferation is immeasurable. It has shattered families, torn apart communities, and fueled humanitarian crises around the world. Its legacy is one of bloodshed, displacement, and enduring trauma. The AK-47 stands as a stark reminder of the enduring human capacity for violence and the urgent need for international cooperation to stem the tide of small arms proliferation. As the Second World War raged across the globe, a different kind of conflict was unfolding in the realm of science. In top-secret laboratories across the United States, a team of brilliant minds was engaged in a race against time, a race to unlock the secrets of the atom and unleash its unimaginable power. The Manhattan Project, as it was known, brought together some of the most brilliant physicists of the age, driven by a mixture of patriotism, scientific curiosity, and a chilling awareness of the potential consequences of their work. Their goal to build an atomic bomb before Nazi Germany could do the same. The challenges they faced were immense, pushing the boundaries of scientific knowledge and engineering ingenuity. The stakes could not have been higher. The fate of the world, it seemed, hung in the balance. And then, on July 16, 1945, in the desolate landscape of the New Mexico desert, the world changed forever. The first atomic bomb was detonated, unleashing a blinding flash and a mushroom cloud that climbed miles into the sky. The atomic age had begun. Just weeks after the Trinity test in New Mexico, the United States unleashed the devastating power of the atom on the world. On August 6, 1945, an American B-29 bomber, the Enola Gay, dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The explosion, equivalent to over 15,000 tons of TNT, obliterated everything within a 2-mile radius. Buildings were reduced to rubble, streets were transformed into fiery chasms, and tens of thousands of people were vaporized in an instant. 3 days later, another atomic bomb was dropped on the city of Nagasaki, unleashing further death and destruction. The combined death toll from the two bombings is estimated at over 200,000 people, most of them civilians. The horrors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki shocked the world, revealing the terrifying destructive power of nuclear weapons. The bombings marked a turning point in human history, ushering in the nuclear age and casting a long shadow over international relations for decades to come. The legacy of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki is complex and multifaceted. The bombings brought a swift end to World War II, but they also ushered in a new era of global insecurity, one defined by the constant threat of nuclear annihilation. The Cold War that followed saw the United States and the Soviet Union locked in a perilous arms race, amassing vast arsenals of nuclear weapons capable of destroying the world many times over. The doctrine of mutually assured destruction, or MAD, became the grim logic that governed this terrifying standoff. The threat of nuclear war loomed large over the second half of the 20th century, driving international tensions and fueling countless proxy wars. The Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 brought the world to the brink of nuclear war, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in the nuclear age. While the Cold War has ended, the threat of nuclear war remains. The proliferation of nuclear weapons to new states, coupled with the rise of non-state actors, has raised the spectre of nuclear terrorism, a chilling possibility that haunts the 21st century. From the depths of human ingenuity, often born of conflict, emerge inventions both remarkable and terrifying. In the crucible of World War I, a new weapon took to the stage. Not with a roar, but with an insidious, creeping silence. Mustard gas, a chemical agent, transformed the battlefields of Europe into landscapes of unseen horror. Unlike conventional explosives, mustard gas did not discriminate. It seeped into trenches, clung to clothing, and poisoned the very air soldiers breathed. Its effects were not immediate, but rather unfolded with agonizing slowness. Soldiers exposed to mustard gas would experience a range of debilitating symptoms. Their eyes would burn, their skin would blister, and their lungs would fill with fluid, making each breath a struggle for survival. The development of mustard gas marked a turning point in warfare, demonstrating the devastating potential of chemical agents. Its use in World War I served as a stark warning to the world, a reminder of the dark side of human ingenuity. Mustard gas, or sulfur mustard as it is known in the scientific community, is a particularly insidious chemical weapon. It does not kill outright, but instead inflicts a slow and agonizing death. Upon contact with the skin, mustard gas causes severe chemical burns, leading to painful blisters that can take weeks or even months to heal. The gas also attacks the eyes, causing temporary or even permanent blindness. However, the most devastating effects of mustard gas are on the respiratory system. Upon inhalation, the gas damages the delicate tissues of the lungs, causing a buildup of fluid that can lead to pneumonia and respiratory failure. The development of mustard gas involved the manipulation of sulfur-based compounds, a testament to the perverse ingenuity of the human mind when driven by the need for ever more effective weapons of war. The use of mustard gas in World War I was met with international outrage, leading to the development of the Geneva Protocol in 1925, which prohibited the use of chemical and biological weapons in warfare. Despite this, the legacy of mustard gas continues to haunt us. Even decades after its use, survivors of mustard gas attacks still suffer from chronic respiratory problems, skin lesions, and an increased risk of certain cancers. The horrors of mustard gas serve as a reminder of the importance of international cooperation and the need to prevent the development and use of such inhumane weapons. The spectre of mustard gas hangs over humanity, a grim testament to our capacity for destruction and a stark warning for future generations. The late 19th century witnessed a period of rapid technological advancement, and the battlefield was not immune to these changes. From this era of innovation emerged the Maxim machine gun, a weapon that would redefine the nature of warfare. Invented by Hiram Maxim, an American-born British inventor, the Maxim machine gun was a marvel of engineering. Unlike earlier single-shot firearms, the Maxim gun was capable of firing hundreds of rounds per minute, transforming infantry tactics and forever altering the face of combat. The Maxim gun operated on a simple yet ingenious principle: recoil. The force of each shot was used to eject the spent cartridge and chamber a new round, allowing for a sustained rate of fire previously unimaginable. This revolutionary weapon gave armies an unprecedented firepower advantage, enabling them to mow down enemy troops with terrifying efficiency. The Maxim machine gun had arrived, and with it a new era of industrialized warfare. The Maxim machine gun was rapidly adopted by armies around the world, becoming a ubiquitous presence on battlefields from the colonial wars of Africa to the trenches of World War I. Its impact on warfare was nothing short of transformative. The weapon's ability to lay down a continuous stream of lead forced armies to abandon traditional linear tactics in favor of trench warfare. The battlefield became a static, attritional environment where armies faced each other across a no-man's land, dominated by the deadly chatter of machine guns. The Maxim gun's rain of fire took a terrible toll on human life. Its indiscriminate nature meant that soldiers, mowed down in their thousands, often had little chance of survival when caught in its sights. The psychological impact of the Maxim gun was equally profound. The constant threat of sudden and violent death from an unseen enemy left an indelible mark on the soldiers who fought in its shadow. The Maxim machine gun's reign of terror on the battlefield may have diminished with the advent of even more advanced weaponry, but its legacy continues to shape military thinking to this day. The Maxim gun's impact on warfare was profound, highlighting the importance of firepower and maneuverability in modern combat. Its influence can be seen in the development of subsequent machine guns and automatic weapons, which owe a debt to Maxim's groundbreaking design. Beyond its technological significance, the Maxim gun serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of war. Its invention ushered in an era of unprecedented bloodshed, forever changing the face of warfare. The Maxim machine gun stands as a testament to our capacity for both innovation and destruction. A sobering reminder of the enduring power of technology to Landmines. These insidious devices, often unseen, lurk beneath the surface of the Earth, posing a silent and deadly threat. Unlike the dramatic explosions of bombs or the clatter of gunfire, landmines are a constant danger, lying in wait for decades after conflicts have ceased. Their victims are often unsuspecting civilians. Farmers tending to their fields, children playing in the open, all falling prey to these indiscriminate instruments of destruction. The impact is devastating, causing life-altering injuries and claiming thousands of lives each year. The true horror of landmines lies not just in their immediate impact, but in the long-lasting legacy they leave behind. These weapons continue to kill and maim long after the guns have fallen silent, rendering vast tracts of land uninhabitable and hindering post-conflict recovery. From the battlefields of Europe to the jungles of Southeast Asia, the African savanna and beyond, landmines have left their deadly mark across the globe. They are a grim reminder of past conflicts, a hidden menace that continues to haunt generations. The statistics are staggering. Millions of landmines are scattered across the world, each one a potential tragedy waiting to happen. Their presence instills fear, restricts movement, and disrupts the lives of countless individuals, families, and entire communities. The international community has recognized the urgent need to address this humanitarian crisis. Treaties have been signed, organizations formed, and efforts undertaken to clear these deadly devices and provide assistance to victims. The road to a landmine-free world is long and arduous, but progress is being made. Dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to locate and remove these hidden dangers, often at great personal risk. New technologies are being developed to detect and disarm landmines more effectively. From metal detectors and ground-penetrating radar to trained sniffer dogs and even giant African pouched rats with their keen sense of smell. The fight against landmines is not just about removing explosive devices, it's about restoring hope and rebuilding lives. By clearing landmines, we clear the path for a safer and more prosperous future for all. Biological weapons, unlike their explosive counterparts, wage war silently and invisibly. They are the unseen enemy, utilizing deadly viruses, bacteria, or toxins to incapacitate or kill their victims. The use of biological weapons dates back centuries, from poisoned wells to plague-ridden corpses catapulted over city walls. These early examples provide a chilling glimpse into the dark side of human ingenuity, a willingness to exploit the very building blocks of life for destructive purposes. The 20th century witnessed the development of sophisticated biological weapons programs, capable of unleashing unimaginable devastation. The horrors of potential pandemics and the indiscriminate nature of these weapons led to international efforts to ban their production, stockpiling, and use. The threat posed by biological weapons is unique and terrifying. Unlike conventional weapons, their effects can be widespread and long-lasting, potentially sparking global pandemics with devastating consequences. The very nature of biological weapons makes them difficult to control. Once released, they can mutate, spread rapidly, and jump species barriers, making containment a significant challenge. The potential for accidental release or deliberate misuse adds another layer of complexity to this already alarming threat. The international community recognizes the gravity of this threat and has established treaties and organizations to prevent the proliferation of biological weapons. However, the very nature of these weapons, often developed in secret laboratories, makes monitoring and enforcement a constant challenge. The threat of biological weapons is a stark reminder of the destructive potential of human ingenuity. It is a call for vigilance, for international cooperation, and for a renewed commitment to peaceful solutions to global challenges. Scientists, policymakers, and citizens alike must work together to prevent the development and use of these horrific weapons. Education, awareness, and a shared sense of responsibility are crucial in mitigating the risks posed by biological weapons. The future of humanity depends on our ability to recognize the dangers of biological weapons and to work together to ensure they are never again unleashed upon the world. It is a responsibility we all share, a commitment to safeguarding our planet and future generations from the horrors of biological warfare. From the deafening roar of the AK-47 to the silent menace of landmines, the weapons we have explored in this documentary stand as a stark testament to the destructive capacity of humankind. These weapons have left an indelible mark on human history, shaping the course of conflicts, claiming countless lives, and leaving behind a legacy of pain and suffering. It is a sobering reminder of the human cost of conflict and the urgent need to strive for peace. Thank you for watching our documentary on the top 6 deadliest weapons in history. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more informative content. Let us know in the comments which weapon you found most surprising.